Welcome, family, to CathyBizAfrica, where we talk about building wealth right here on the African continent. In this episode, we are looking at something that touches every one of us. That is food. Ghana grows plenty of it, but too much of it goes to waste. At the same time, we import what we could easily produce ourselves. In this video, we'll explore why processing is so important for Ghana, how it reduces waste, creates jobs, and keeps wealth in our country and on the continent, and why every entrepreneur should be paying attention to this space. Because remember, every problem is really a business opportunity in disguise, and solving food waste could be one of the biggest wealth creation stories in Africa. Ghana and Africa as a whole is blessed with fertile soil and hard-working farmers. From cassava and maize to mangoes and pineapples, the land can produce more than enough to feed us and even export. Yet too often, we see food rotting on farms, imports flooding our markets, and which continues to rise. For example, rice from Asia, wheat from Europe, and even tomato paste from Italy, and chicken from Brazil. Yet, some of our farmers struggle to make ends meet. Our dependence on these imports makes us vulnerable. Anytime global prices rise, African families feel it in the markets and shops. So what is the missing link? Food processing. In my last video, we talked about how Ghana has secured billions in investments from Japan and Singapore, and that is worth celebrating. But as Pan-Africans, we must also ask the deeper questions. Are these deals building African-owned businesses, or just making us better consumers of foreign goods? Do they strengthen African continental free trade area and intra-African trade, or only tie us closer to Asia? Are our young people being trained to become innovators and owners, or simply workers in someone else's system? How do we really ensure that the African diaspora is fully included in these opportunities, not left out while foreign investors benefit? Most importantly, are we negotiating as one united Africa or as fragmented nations competing for crumbs? Because the truth is, foreign investment alone cannot build Africa's future. Only Africans can. The real victory will come when every deal signed abroad translates into African wealth, African ownership, and African unity. That's the Pan-African lens we must always keep in focus. By processing our own food means we control more of our food chain and our food safety. It means that when there is crisis abroad, Africans can still eat. It also creates a continental market. Ghanaian cassava flour can end up in Nigeria, Ivorian chocolate in South Africa, and Kenya tea in Senegal. This is not just about food. It's about power, dignity, and wealth creation on African soil. I do apologize for the noise in that video clip. And for those who don't understand what is happening, this is a farmer, a tomato farmer, who has brought his produce to the roadside to sell. Look how fresh and juicy the tomatoes are. If he's unable to sell in a day or two, they all go to waste. And then everyone involved in the supply chain has lost money. The one who will buy and send it to the market and make some profit. The one who will also buy and maybe can it or turn it into tomato puree has also lost money. This is the plight of many farmers. So as entrepreneurs, we must wake up. There are so many opportunities going to waste in our agricultural landscape. Food processing is important because, one, it reduces waste. Every year, Ghana loses a huge percentage of its harvest because crops spoil before reaching the market. Processing turns perishable goods into products with a longer shelf life. For example, tomatoes into paste, mangoes into juice, cassava into garri or flour. Secondly, there is job creation. Processing plants don't just create factory jobs. They also open opportunities in packaging, logistics, marketing, and retail. This is how economies absorb young people into productive work. It also creates a stronger economy. Right now, Ghana exports raw cocoa beans but imports chocolate. We grow tomatoes but import tomato paste from Italy and China. By processing locally, we capture more value and keep wealth in the country. Every problem is really an opportunity in disguise, and solving it is what creates wealth. By reducing food waste and investing in food processing, we are not just fixing a problem, we are building businesses, creating jobs, strengthening the local economy, and keeping wealth circulating within Ghana and across Africa. This is the principle. Every solution to a problem is also a pathway to wealth. So here are the opportunities for entrepreneurs. Number one, invest in food processing. Turn perishable crops into longer lasting and easily accessible and convenient products. Build cold storage. Invest in transport and logistics. By building affordable cold rooms near farming areas and using refrigerated trucks or solar-powered storage containers, this will keep fruits and vegetables fresh before reaching markets or factories. Thirdly, aggregation centers. Farmers can pull together, or entrepreneurs can come together with farmers and build warehouses or places they can aggregate. This makes it easier for buyers and processors to access large volumes of produce. It reduces the problem of scattered small harvests going bad. Fourthly, packaging and preservation. Simple packaging, vacuum sealing, drying, or canning extends shelf life. An example of drying pepper or okra before selling. There's also a need for digital market platforms. The creation of apps or online platforms to connect farmers directly to buyers. If demand is known early, less produce is wasted. There is also the need to invest in education and training. Farmers need training on harvesting, storage, and handling to minimize spoilage. Simple improvements like harvesting at the right time of day can save tons of produce. Create seminars and courses, whether online or in person, to help stakeholders. Entrepreneurs should pay attention because food processing is not just for big corporations. Many successful businesses in Africa started small, with one product and a loyal customer base. With Africa's population set to reach 2.5 billion by 2050, demand for affordable, safe, processed food will only grow. Entrepreneurs who start today will own tomorrow's food brands. Food processing is more than just turning raw crops into products. It's about turning Africa's potential into real wealth. Every tomato that rots, every cassava that goes unused is an opportunity lost, but also a chance for smart entrepreneurs to create jobs, build businesses, and keep money circulating in our communities. Ghana has the land, the people, and the resources. What we need now is action. If we invest in processing, reduce waste, and take control of our food supply, we can feed our nations, empower our farmers, and build African brands that compete on the world stage. So ask yourself, what problem around you can you turn into wealth today? Because solving problems is the true path to building Africa's future. Thank you for watching CathyBizAfrica. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep building wealth together, one African solution at a time.